The Kardashians are well known for starring as themselves in the uber-popular TV series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. As the show closes its doors this year following an impressive 14-year run, let us now stroll down memory lane and take a look back at some of the most outrageous moments caught on tape about the lives of America's most beloved family. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and tap the bell icon for more videos from our channel. Anyway, let's start. The $75,000 earring. This iconic incident happened back in 2011 during the annual family getaway at a beautiful resort in Bora Bora. Everyone initially seemed to be having a blast until Kim's ex-husband Kris Humphries threw her hard enough into the open ocean that the impact made her $75,000 earrings fall off in the process. Kim instantly flipped off upon learning her opulent earpiece went missing and began sobbing uncontrollably. She even went to her mom, Kris Jenner, and detailed what just transpired while hysterically crying, who reassured her by telling her everything will be just fine. When Kim and Kylie headed back into the water and continued their rescue operation on the lost earring, the oldest Kardashian, Kourtney, told her younger sister that there are people dying in response to Kim's seemingly petty dilemma. After moments of anxiety and stress, Kylie came running, clutching the lost earring in her hands, ultimately saving the day. When the youngest Jenner sibling was asked how she found the diamond in the rough, no pun intended, Kylie said in an interview that the earring was quite actually easy to locate thanks to its shiny appearance and that she was able to find it in just 2 minutes after it went missing. Looking back at the incident, still pretty crazy to think that the well-known celebrity with over $1 billion to her name went ballistic over a piece of earring worth $75,000. Kourtney pulled out all the stops. It's always a touching moment to see a woman successfully give birth after long, grueling hours of hard labor. But the joy you have felt from seeing this experience is completely different from seeing somebody pulling a baby from her own womb, let alone witnessing the entire operation on live TV. In the season 4 finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the then 27-year-old Kourtney did just that when she pulled out and delivered her firstborn son, Mason Dash, on December 14, 2009, while the entire Kardashian clan stood behind her in the delivery room. The eye-opening scene was received with mixed reactions by fans of the series, as some were delighted by it, some felt nauseous, especially during the pulling out part. The baby pulling out from the womb thing didn't stop there for Kourtney. In 2012, she did it once again with her second-born child, this time her daughter Penelope. Both children came from the on and off relationship Kourtney had with Scott Disick, which ultimately ended in divorce in 2015. They also had another baby named Rain Aston Disick that was born in 2014. But unlike the previous two, there was no video camera rolling around the delivery room, and thankfully no pulling out of the womb transpired. Well, none that we know of. Kourtney gives Khloe a Brazilian wax. It is normal to show some appreciation to your brother or sister by giving them precious gifts, treating them to a dinner, or occasionally showering them with heartfelt compliments. But for the Kardashians, let's just say they've got a different way of showing their affection towards each other. In the second episode of their family series, Kourtney redefined sibling love when she gave her younger sister Khloe a good old-fashioned ladyscaping at their home. The elder Kardashian immediately came to the rescue when Khloe said that her ex-husband Lamar Odom hasn't seen her all cleaned up down there. With a towel in hand, Kourtney delivered the deed and Khloe reciprocated it with some knee-jerk reactions in response to the slight pain. The two sisters would rekindle the light yet quirky moment when Khloe reposted a video clip of it on her IG with the caption of "This is how much I love you," and tagging her big sister on her 41st birthday. In case you were wondering, the siblings' bonding of hair removal didn't stop there, as the Kardashian sisters fully waxed their younger brother Rob from chest to toe prior to this date. Ow. Viag Rob. Speaking of the only boy in the bunch, Rob had his fair share of outrageous moments too, but in this instance, the youngest Kardashian shouldn't be to blame for this one. And let's just say that he's just a victim of collateral damage. In other hilarious episodes in the lives of the Kardashians, their mother Kris wanted to spice things up in the bed with her former husband Bruce, now known as Caitlyn Jenner. And she did it by injecting a healthy dose of Viagra into her husband's morning coffee. After a day of heated bedroom action, Kris did the same thing the very next day, but this time, the young 20-year-old Rob somehow ended up drinking the cup instead of Bruce by accident. Rob immediately noticed that something was wrong with his, upon waking up from a long nap. He initially tried telling the issue to his mom, but decided to call his brother-in-law Scott instead to help him sort out his male-related problem. When Scott arrived and learned about his situation, he told Rob that he needs to seek professional help on this one. An embarrassing trip to the doctor followed soon after. Rob was still dumbfounded on how his thing refused to go down. A few moments later, Kris went to the doctor and explained what really happened, and later on confessed to both Bruce and Rob regarding the unfortunate yet super funny mishap. This is a case for the FBI. On occasions, it's hard for us to identify which part of the Kardashian narrative is straight facts and which one is scripted. But if there's one storyline that's totally flipped the script, then that would be the time when the FBI got involved in a sensitive case regarding nude photos of both Kim and Kourtney that were taken when the two were still underage. In a lengthy interview, Kim revealed that the incident took a toll on her and was pretty worried that the photos might resurface after several years. The FBI got a hold of Eric Ford and seized his personal computer, but they didn't file a case on him, saying that Ford was just a middleman caught up in this bizarre scenario. In the end, all things went back to the way they were as the photos didn't reemerge. On the lighter side, Kris, "This is a case for the FBI," famous quote, has become a popular meme, which still garners a pretty good amount of traction up to this day. Monkey business. Upon learning that the family matriarch already wants to have her own grandkids, the Kardashian sisters gave their mom something that she could cuddle and toy with, well, at least for the time being. Khloe, Kim, and Kourtney rented a chimp named Susie over the weekend as a prank to satisfy their mom's baby cravings. Kris's maternal instinct instantly kicked in and took care of the chimp as if she was one of their own. Turns out, the monkey was a rambunctious one, and Kris had no choice but to send her back so she can properly be taken care of. The Kardashians are known to bear the letter K as the first letter of their first names. If Susie were to be permanently fully adopted as part of the Kardashian household, what do you think her name would be? Let me know your answers on this one in the comments below. The Kim-Khloe catfight. The feud between Kim and Khloe has been pretty well documented throughout the years on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the premiere episode of the 18th season, however, let's just say that things escalated quickly compared to their previous quarrels. It all began when Kim stressed that she and Khloe have been the only ones who are working hard in the family, emphasizing Kendall's inability to handle stress, which Kendall took offense to as she's been dealing with panic attacks during that time. As Kim continued with her work ethic rhetoric, Kourtney had enough with Kim's BS and lashed out with a few words of her own, saying that if she decided not to work and be a full-time mom to her kids, then that's her prerogative. Kourtney was triggered so badly that she threw a water bottle at Kim and subsequently lunged at her, thus initiating a full-blown catfight. Kourtney appeared to dig her nails into Kim's arms, which Kim didn't appreciate, and retaliated with a couple of punches and kicks of her own. Khloe stepped in to separate the two hostile parties, but eventually, Kim and Khloe continued their physical altercation. In the aftermath of the fight, Kim posted a picture of her back, which had several scratches. Meanwhile, Khloe has decided to take some time off from the series and chose to spend more time with her family. Kendall's controversial Pepsi ad. In 2017, Kendall Jenner was under hot fire over the participation in a Pepsi ad that apparently trivializes social injustice issues that were happening at the time. The main highlight of the ad was when Jenner joined protesters as they marched in front of a barricade of policemen. Moments later, Jenner cut through the crowd and shared a can of Pepsi with a police officer. The commercial that lasted almost 3 minutes ended with the protesters cheering and celebrating behind Jenner while the police officer enjoys his can of Pepsi. People all over social media heavily criticized the ad for being tone-deaf and insensitive amidst the Black Lives Matter movement that was happening across the country. Plunder at Paris. In October 2017, things took a dark turn for Kim during a trip to France. News broke out that Kim had been robbed at gunpoint inside her hotel while she was attending Fashion Week in Paris, and she confirmed the harrowing tale in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the end, the robbers took away more than $10 million worth of expensive jewelry, including Kim's $4 million 20-carat diamond ring. 72 days. Celebrity couples are known to have short-lived marriages. Being one of the Hollywood A-listers, Kim was able to put her name on that list when she married the basketball player Kris Humphries in 2011 with a lavish wedding ceremony broadcasted over their family series, which she would eventually call off just 2 months later. She quickly realized that their marriage was not a good fit during their honeymoon, stating that she just felt pressured because she was getting older. Kim officially filed for divorce on October 2011, ultimately ending their 72-day relationship as a married couple. Which among these 10 crazy Kardashian stories did you love most? Tell us your thoughts on this one in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of our videos.